We then fast forward to a whole bunch of different split scenes of everyone getting ready, and then we get to the boat.
Fabulous boat, by the way.
Right.
Gorgeous boat. And then did you catch, like, the boat had Hermes towels?
I saw it with Captain Theo.
Like, oh, so those are Kathy's? Was that Kathy's boat?
They never actually confirmed whose towels those were.
I remember Kyle was asking about the towels.
Cal asked
Right.
She asked
Yeah.
Jesus
It
Christ.
don't matter how rich you are. That scene right there for me was really good because that goes to show you it doesn't matter how wealthy you are. If you want somebody else's boat and you see some free towels and they could be Hermes, they could be mine. They could end up in your purse too.
But trust me, whoever card that boat was on, when they realize those Hermes towels are gone,
Kathy's card.
Kathy.
what's that shit called? What is it? Incidental?
Incidentals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let me see how much Hermes towels are.
Kathy don't know that. Kathy's the same person that was leaving her Bravo checks on her coffee table. They was collecting dust. She don't care about that. Kathy don't care about that.
Oh, and that's another thing. Oh, so a towel, the cheapest towel I see for Hermes is $305. And that's a
cute.
bath towel.
It's cute.
Just for one. To be rich.
Right.
One of the things that stood out to me, it's, again, I don't think that they're aware. I mean, and to me, this whole group has never been really aware in terms of like how they could get very mean girly and very cliquey. Kyle walking up, like, okay, for instance, I've known Jared for years. If Jared knows that I got a beef with somebody, and then like I've had this beef with this person for a very long time, and then me and Jared we not cool, we not talking right now, and then Jared goes to that person I'm beefing with and says, "Did Aaron speak to you?" That's so mad. You know I would never speak to that person because you know I don't fuck with that person. Kyle, like I know Kyle and Dorit have had conversations about Garcelle.
Absolutely.
Now let's be clear.
Absolutely.
So why would you expect Dorit to speak to Garcelle? Why would she ask Garcelle that?
That was really messy. And then and honestly, Garcelle, you being a grown ass woman, I was actually going to bring that up because Garcelle should have actually checked her for that because we're all grown adults here. Again, don't ever ask me about the next bitch and you know that we don't even fuck with each other. Why would she say good morning to me? She didn't speak when we got to the hotel. So what's the difference between the both? Yeah, I didn't like that.
They have a show to make. You know, if I was on the show, I would be a messy bitch too and ask the same question.
Now you ain't lying.
No, there's ways to be messy and then there's ways to be like it just don't make sense to ask that question. Just like in the same way that she shut her down, the same way that Dorit shut down Garcelle, I'm not even going to entertain this. I already know how you feel about it. Like you said, let's button up our drama from last season. It's very clear you don't fuck with me.
Why are we talking about this?
We can either be cool moving forward or this, but we not going to keep drumming on this beat. Yeah. We get it. Yeah. That's like I'm waiting for some shit to switch with Kathy. Like, I'm almost about to say, bring Lisa Rinna back because she was the only bitch that would come at her.
Well, you know how the Beverly Hills girls are. They're probably like the least straightforward housewives out of all the franchises.
Both said it.
Straightforward?
Yes, least straightforward.
Both said in that confessional. She said in the confessional. She said these girls have so many layers. No one speaks to a straight to the point. Once you think you're on a subject, the girls are like, oh no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this. Well, what? No, wait, what? So yeah, that I feel like they are but also I feel like they also don't have to be too. They also live in like a fantasy. They live in Beverly Hills. It's known for being
that's their
fantasy
life.
land.
Yeah, that's their life.
I was watching. I get so embarrassed every time I say I watch this podcast, but it's just so good to me, and I don't know why. But I was watching Humble Brag with Crystal and Cynthia.
I like that podcast.
It's so good.
It's
Cynthia
good.
ass talking about.
Like it's really good. Say that again. What's
Cynthia ass talking about? A new wig.
Cynthia, first of all, Cynthia is like very like appealing and engaging, and then also too, like let's be very clear. Mm-hmm. We don't give Cynthia her things because she was so close with she was close with the girl, the one.
Yeah.
If she was not like, think about it.
That's fair.
Think about the bestie connection of Candy and Phaedra. Neither one of them outshine each other. They all are like they're in the Bravo universe.
Bravo universe, yeah.
They are their own entities, even though they were like besties or whatever. Nene was just like Nene trends every single Sunday,
and she ain't been on a Housewife in years. I don't know how I'm telling you, Lanithia Lee.
Like, come on. So when I was watching Humble Brag, she talked about like how she said how the production team is very clear about the aesthetics of each franchise. So she talked about the scene where they were playing tennis. Crystal was talking about the scene one of the scenes that in her first season when she was playing tennis at Kathy's house.
Okay.
And she says, unedited, she missed so many balls. And so she turned to production and said, I know you're gonna put that in the show and make me look crazy. She said, no. The production said to her, no, we don't do that. We don't do fun and funny. That's Atlanta. Oh. Here we do like glitz and glam. Okay. And I thought it was very interesting to know, like, okay, so I'm not crazy that I feel that every franchise has a certain.
It's their brand. That's the brand.
Yeah, it's the brand. Yeah, it's about
that makes sense with how camp Salt Lake City is.
Oh, it is very camp.
It's super camp. But I love it.
Camp and it is very okay. You might make me like people if you make me view it through that lens.
Y'all hear that?
But one of my other notes that I had was about Sutton offering up support for Dorit, which I thought was really kind. It kind of gave me the same vibe as when she was telling Kyle that you need to file.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of why, so like I mentioned earlier, I did enjoy the boat scene. So they got on the boat. I was super excited because something about Housewives on the boat, like it always gets like really unhinged. So I thought the boat was going to go downhill. It didn't. But I did enjoy, we got a lot of personal story on the boat. That was one of them that I took down. I really did enjoy the conversation that Sutton had with Dorit. I felt like it was super genuine and supportive. There was one scene where Erica kind of analyzed Dorit and was talking about how Dorit is lashing out, similar to how she was when she was going through her stuff. Yeah. I thought that was cool. And I did enjoy, what else? It was like 4 things. Oh, Garcelle and Kyle, when Garcelle started opening up about where she was. And
now, can I just say something about that scene? Now, out of the boat, because out of the boat, I would say that particular part kind of bothered me a little bit because she's like that friend that I'm already going through something. How do you just start crying on cue telling me that you want to find yourself at 50? Okay. Bitch, I lost my best friend of 30 years. I just told you that.
Garcelle said that was last season. It's my turn. I'm going through something now.
Okay.
She had to cry. I was like, wait, she cried in real life? I did not like that.
I'm not trying to be, and I'm like, I'm really trying to figure out am I a fake bitch? Wow. Because the way I done flipped on her, I felt that way when she did that.
I really was bothered. That's why I said I was bothered. I
wasn't even I'm over here like something had just previously happened. I know like now that we're reviewing it, I'm not sure if y'all cadence is like let me pause it, type,
yeah,
play. So at this point I was just typing, and when I looked up at that bitch cry said.
How did she cry that quick?
I was going through a lot right now. I'm defending Kyle.
Literally, she had me defending Kyle, and I was pissed about Kyle and her whole situation. But I was like, well, bitch, first of all, if I start crying first, how you doing it too? Now,
right.
Oh my God, y'all can't. Okay, y'all need to have a heart. Y'all can't think about the fact. Okay, they're both women of a particular age. They both at this point don't have a man. Their kids are about to leave the house. They're both looking at life like, what the fuck do I do now? They're relating. Y'all don't get, y'all are.
So I didn't get that. And my thing about it is, and so what really bothered me with Garcelle when she didn't really make sense when she said it though. She said, I know who I am as a woman. I'm a woman of a particular age. I'm just really trying to be happy within myself. Wait, what does that mean then? So if you already know where you are, what are you chasing?
She's trying to figure it out.
At 50?
I just want to be very clear. Like, Danielle, you don't know Jared that well yet, but he's not this kind. I don't understand why he's like shooting all this bell to all these people.
I was like, why do I need a disclaimer, bitch?
See, I ain't even did that. Now I get it.
I get it. Well, so and again, and let's be real, because I mean, honestly, I mean, let's be real. I mean, we all wouldn't be actually recording if we didn't have a little bit of little bitchiness in us, a little nasty.
Right.
So let's be real. That's fair. But
And to be fair, yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no. I was just saying that particular scene, like for me, that particular scene kind of just threw me off for the whole boat incident. I was just like,
I don't know if it's because like I always watch Housewives High, so I feel like I just get like more emotionally invested.
Yeah, that's fair. I do that too. To your point about Erica finding some commonality and understanding the Dorit lashing out, Erica, I can understand that the premise being very similar, but it's completely different. You were unaware.
Yeah.
There were certain parts of her, like, I shot Erica a lot of bail when she was going through all that. Like, she can't talk, guys. Like, trying to get her to talk. But it's like when she would open her mouth, it was like, bitch, why would you say that? Yeah. And I feel like what everything Dorit is doing is like things that she's been feeling. And now that she kind of feels like, honestly, how many fucks do I give?
But she's actually said it since the first episode of this season. I'm at my wit's end. She's been saying this, like, I can't hold this any longer. And she's like, it's been years of things. She's like, this isn't just one incident. It's been years worth of things for Kyle that honestly just added up. And honestly, I think her divorce, her getting a separation from her husband, probably just really honestly just exploded, to be honest with you. Because bitch, I'm going through a lot.
I agree, but I feel like with everything, like I feel like little things are setting her off. Like if I think about the end of the episode when them in that van.
That was on that.
Yeah, do you have any notes about the boat, or you're good?
My only notes was literally that I didn't like that shit about Garcelle. I didn't like that shit. Oh, I didn't like it. I didn't. I just really didn't, because again, if you're my friend and we came, and not for nothing, we pulled each other up on this little separate platform away from everybody. So I'm thinking that you're gonna pull me from what the incident that happened just last night, because that's what we're all talking about. So for you to swindle in and say this shit, where do we get here?
No, that's a fact. I will say this though, just to like, as a person that is, this is a very, very buzzword now that everyone says.
Oh Lord.
I've learned this, like, because I have a neurodivergent personality. I've learned this about my neurodivergent brain. Okay, I've learned this. In that, like, people used to tell me, like, you only want to talk about yourself when you're having conversations with me. And I'm like, I didn't think I was like that. And then they gave me examples. And I said, oh, I do that. But my reasoning was not. So what I learned is that where I am trying to relate to you, you receive it as me trying to take the conversation from you. So you say, last year I had an appendix taken out and the recovery was horrible. And I'd be like, oh my God, me too. When I went through recovery, it was like the worst thing ever. And da-da-da. It's like, bitch, I just came to you to talk about my surgery. Right. And now you making it about you. And from their standpoint, it does look like that. But from my standpoint, I'm trying to relate to you. I'm trying to show that we have a connection. And so just to shoot some Garcelle some bail, maybe that's what she was trying to do.
She ain't that person.
Yeah. Also, I've never gotten that from you, so maybe those people.
I was gonna say, I don't even know who.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, guys. Thank you. What I thought was really cute was the fact that it was, and maybe that one-on-one that they had about Sutton helping Dorit when she gave the captain the number. Sutton is giving me when I first got single. Anybody could have got it. Anybody.
You need to be
carried. Everybody.
You want to be carried down the stairs?
Hello? I'm fucking everybody.
Sweetie, minus the cat sweater, because you never did that.
I'm fucking everybody. I don't care what you look like. I just want some new dick.
So this was only when you first got single?
Ooh. Meow.
All right, thanks, guys. Thank you so much for this episode. It's been great.
Cut the camera, dead ass.
Cut the camera. Dead ass. So we then leave the boat.